Kia ora, I'm Sam Realstone here with my thoughts on the latest and hopefully the last entry into the Sony Spider-Man villain universe, Kraven the Hunter. Directed by J.C. Chandor, the story centers around Kraven, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, and his quest for revenge against his father Nikolai, played by Russell Crowe, while he chases the legacy of being the greatest and most feared hunter. Now, if you didn't know, and you wouldn't even if you watched this movie, Kraven the Hunter is a Spider-Man villain who first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 15 in 1964. He is a poacher/hunter that has enhanced animal-like senses and superhuman strength, agility, etc., which he gets from a jungle herb potion. His goal is to become the greatest hunter by killing the ultimate prey, Spider-Man. This version of Kraven is an animal lover and conservationist. So, not really Kraven. At all. The story is bland and boring, and there's absolutely nothing to do with Spider-Man in this film, which just makes this a completely different character wrapped in a Kraven skin. Aaron Taylor Johnson is definitely not doing his best here, but perhaps the best with what he's been given, which is an awful script. There's no substance, just lines that some producer probably think make sense and sound edgy and cool, and the line reads are different from almost shot to shot, plus just the most obviously distracting ADR. Russell Crowe is adequately menacing, and his deep gravelly voice is nice to listen to even in a Russian accent, but he doesn't get heaps of play here. Fred Hettinger as Kraven's half-brother Dimitri, aka the Chameleon, is doing at least something with a little dimension, and gets the slightest arc, which is good? Maybe? I don't know. The villain, which was revealed in the trailer, but I won't spoil here, actually surprised me by being quite charismatic and making choices that are unique. Not sure if they're good, but at least they're choices. Though, unfortunately, his end just falls into the same subpar formula. There's also a secondary villain character whose powers in the film are actually comic accurate, but they don't get touched on or explained in the movie at all. Awful. Ariana DeBose is also in the film as Calypso, who in the comics is a voodoo witch, but she's not that here, so not important. She's just a lawyer/plot device who serves to give Kraven his powers and also help him track people down, which makes no sense because he's supposed to be the greatest hunter, but whatever. The one positive I will say is that film Kraven has the ferocity of comic Kraven, despite not using guns, but this makes for a couple engaging fight scenes with fun choreography, if it is still plagued by ropey CGI. And this film tries, as all these Sony Spider-Man movies do, to set up a sequel. Horribly. Reportedly, Sony is moving away from these villain-not-villain movies, and they've got none in active development that we're aware of, so fingers crossed. Do not see this. I really want to say go out and make your own opinion, but I cannot in good conscience recommend this movie at all. Unless you've got 2 hours that you really don't know what to do with, maybe.